Greetings Midcoast Ukes, Jeff Weinberger coming at you here. We're going to learn Let the Mermaids Flirt with Me, and I first want to show you the chords to the song. I'm sure you can see them for yourselves, but there's only a few chords in this song, but there's a few different ways to do them. So let's go over the chords. You all probably know a C chord. You all probably know an F chord. You probably know a G chord. And chances are you also know a D chord. But in case you don't, the fret numbers from top to bottom are 2, 2, 2, 0. Looks like that. Or for those of you that use your other fingers, it looks like that. Notice how a lot of people do first finger, second finger, third finger. I don't. I have my own way of doing it. I do second finger, third finger, pinky. But either way, it's going to sound the same. All right. So a quick note about those chords, and that's the C chord is the C chord is the C chord. There's not a lot of variation to be had there. The F chord is pretty much an F chord no matter how you slice it. Although a very nice F you could do if you want a little spice in your life and variety is add your pinky to the A string 3rd fret. I call this a pinky F, by the way. It's your regular F chord, just like you know it and love it, but you just add your pinky to the A string 3rd fret, and that gives you kind of a nice bright version of a F chord. Kind of makes it easy to change back to C too. If you keep your pinky where it is and just take your other 2 fingers away, you get this pinky C. So it's a nice quick way to get from a C to an F. All right, and then for the G chord, you could do G7. It's a little spicier. It's not on the song sheet. We have it as a G. It's a little more folksy when you do a G, but G7 would be spicier. And then D, I rarely do D unless I have to. I almost always change D to D7. And the way to do D7 is 2, 0, 2, 0. 2nd fret on your A string, C string open. 2nd fret on your E string, A string open, which I describe as 2, 0, 2, 0. 2nd fret open, 2nd fret open. You all know a D7 probably already. You can use your 2nd and 3rd fingers. You can use your 1st and 2nd fingers. Or there's this other D7 that some of you might know. This is up to you. Don't feel obligated to play all of these ways of doing D7. Find your way and stick with it. But in case you want a different D7, you can bar it. This is the up the neck bar chord version. Goes 2, 2, 2, 3. Barring your 1st finger across the G, the C, and the E strings, and letting your 3rd finger take care of the 3rd fret on the C string. It's a good old D7. So either one is going to work. And then that's it. Those are all the chords in the song. Let's talk about the strum. One good strum, if you want to do like the simplest strum in the world, would just be down, down, like this. Down, 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 down. That'll get you through. That totally works too. Here it is at that tempo that we would play it at. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfectly good strum. If that's not very interesting and you want something a little cooler, try hitting the top strings of your ukulele first. Try hitting the bottom strings of your ukulele next. In other words, the G and C strings, followed by the E and A strings, which I talk about a lot, and I do a lot. So that's approaching interesting. That's starting to get kind of interesting. And then finally, I'm going to show you one last strum before we learn the song. So we'll actually talk about the lyrics, and I'll give you a play along. I'll give you a chance to play along with me. So the last strum I want to show you is where with your thumb you pluck only the C string on a C chord. Then you strum the chord with your thumb. Then you pluck only the G string with your thumb, and you strum the chord. So it's pluck, strum like this. That gives you kind of more of a feel like Mississippi John Hurt gets on his guitar. A lot of different ways to do that. And then of course there's always the option of finger picking, which is what I prefer to do on this song. Because he was a great finger picker, Mississippi John Hurt, on his guitar. So I always like to emulate that. Okay, let's learn the song. We have the intro, where we're doing 2 strums of C, 2 strums of G, 4 strums of C. Then you got 4 strums of F. And I'm sure you all can read the song sheet, so I won't go through that all the way through, but that's basically what we're looking at. Let's do that intro together, and then we'll meet at the verse. Here we go, intro. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that gives us an intro. Notice I threw a few up strums in there. I didn't teach you yet the other possibilities of strums. I kind of kept it simple, just gave you a few options, but down, down, up is a very nice strum you could do in there, or down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Just use your imagination. There's so many ways you could play this, and no one way is particularly better than another, but I do suggest you keep it simple to start with, just so that you're locking into the groove and you're playing the chords well, and you're not complicating the strum very much. It gets a little sloppy. It's hard to keep up with when the strum is complicated, as you've probably found out. All right, so let's do the verse together. So the verse goes, blues all on the ocean, blues all in the air, can't stay here longer, got no steamship fare. When my earthly trials are over, cast my body out in the sea. Save on the undertaker bill, let the mermaids flirt with me. So that's as best as I can do. For real singing, go to the Midcoast Ukes website and listen to the video that John put up of Mississippi John Hurt singing it. And also a friend of mine, Mike Dowling, who I taught with a couple of years ago at a guitar camp, he does a great version too, and that version is on there. But anyway, let's try it together. It'll sound better if we're all singing, not just me, as we've seen in rehearsal. I sound great when I'm in a mix with a bunch of other people. So here comes the verse. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Blues all on the ocean, blues all on the air. Can't stay here no longer, I have no steamship fare. When my earthly trials are over, cast my body out on the sea. Save on the undertaker bill, let the mermaids flirt with me. And then we would do an instrumental. And the instrumental is exactly what we just played, just without singing. I would be doing my thing. I'd go, which replaces the singing. But it's just a ukulele doing the singing part instead of a voice. So you would literally play exactly the same thing for all the instrumentals that you would for a verse. It's kind of a simple song. It's Mississippi John Hurt was a great guitar picker, a great singer, but you know, he was playing blues and gospel music, church-based music, spirituals, and he kept it simple. There's only a few chords and it's the same strum all the way through, so hopefully you'll be able to follow that. Let's do the whole thing together. Let's do the intro, and then we'll do verse 1. And we'll do the instrumental too. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here's the intro. on the ocean, blues all in the air. Can't stay here no longer, I have no steamship there. When my earthly trials are over, cast my body out in the sea. Save on undertaker bills, let the mermaids flirt with me. Instrumental. Second line of the instrumental. And there you have it, Midcoast ukulele people. I do think that the song just repeats over and over. So if you can play along with me on the verse and the instrumental, you're good. That means you'll be able to play on all the verses and all the instrumentals. All right, so let me know if you have any questions. I'll miss practicing with you on Tuesdays, but hopefully that's not going to be for a long while, but it'll definitely be for a little while. So we're going to have to hunker down at home and do the best we can, but we can keep playing uke together and we can keep learning these songs. So I hope this first one went well for you, and let me know if there's anything different, if you want the camera at a different angle, or if you want my voice louder, or if you want me to hold up posters of chord diagrams, or whatever you need, let me know so we can learn these songs. All right, Midcoast Ukes, you take care. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.